Tell me. Okay, very good, right? So I guess doable tha, problems were doable, right? है ना? Problems ban rahe the? Yes or no? Tell me. You were able to solve these problems? Yes? Okay, chalo. So we will discuss the in-class exercise first, okay? Then we will move to next topic, right? Okay? Right. Okay, let us see the first exercise. I guess no one have any issues with pre-reading, है ना? Pre-reading सबसे हो गया था. And guys, see, I always stress pre-reading is very, very important, right? तुम लोग कभी-कभी pre-read करके आओगे ना, then you will realize that you will understand the class better. Has anyone done that? Tell me. क्या कभी भी तुम लोगों ने pre-read करके class attend करने का try किया है? Like पहले ही अवंती की वीडियोस देख लो या पहले ही एनसीईआरटी पढ़ लो, कुछ पहले कर लो, उसके बाद क्लास अटेंड करो, राइट? यू विल फील दैट कि मुझे अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है, ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है ना? सी, time is limited. I have been telling this to everyone. Time is limited. Anyways, you're watching videos after the class, है ना? जो कि time waste, to be very frank, right? क्योंकि तुमको क्लास समझ में आ जाना चाहिए. If anyone is teaching in a class, you should be able to understand each and everything in the class itself. Yes or no? Tell me. Think about it. अगर तुमको क्लास में सब कुछ समझ में आ जाए तो क्लास के बाद you can just work on problems, है ना? Right? अपना कॉन्सेप्ट ज्यादा अच्छा होगा, especially in physics and chemistry, right? I request everyone to please read at least NCERT कर लो, otherwise अवंती के short videos हैं, पहले देख लो, ठीक है? Okay, चलो. So in class exercise level 1, I guess level 1 question number 1 was easy. Everyone should have solved question 1. Anyone have any doubt in question number 1? Tell me. You have to find? No, right? Because question number 1 was easy, है ना? Okay, and I will send the solution of these 3 chapters, right? P1, P2, P3. I will upload the solution also, so don't worry. Right? So for question 1, I guess question number 2 also easy, है ना? Question 1 and 2 easy. Now question number 3. Question number 3. Anyone have any doubt? Anyways, I will explain. Okay? I will explain what to do. So let us see. So what is the problem? Whenever we talk about physics problem, or any physical chemistry problem, right? So either physics or physical chemistry, both are kind of same. Okay, when you talk about problem solving. Okay. Now, let us see. Consider the equation. So first of all, first thing that you have to do is see the data. So data is this, an equation. Okay. What you have to do? You have to check that if the equation is dimensionally correct or not, right? And I don't know if this is dimensionally correct or not. So what I can do, I can just check the dimension. You just have to check the dimension of LHS and RHS. So check the dimension of this, half mv square. So half is the numerical value. You don't have to worry about that, right? So what's the dimension of m? It is mass. So it is capital M, right? Step by step. And v. What is v? V is velocity, which is distance by time. So that is L by t, right? And whole square. So I guess this is easy now. L2 t to the power minus 2, right? Now same way, mgh, right? Not mdh, mgh. Okay. So it's capital M into h is L into, now when you talk about G is acceleration. Acceleration. So it is what? It is L by t square. Acceleration is distance by time square. Distance by time. So if you see, it will be m L to the power 2 t to the power minus 2. Now tell me, is LHS equal to RHS? Tell me, is LHS equal to RHS? Yes, right? So obviously, if LHS is equal to RHS, then this equation is dimensionally correct. Ayana. Half is the numerical value, not Krish, right? That's the limitation, na, that when we talk about dimension, right, we don't worry about the numerical constant. We don't worry about the numerical value, right? That's why even if an equation is dimensionally correct, it may not be actually correct, right? Because it's the numerical value. We cannot find the numerical value using dimension analysis. Okay, right. Now fourth one, तो motion in 1D class 9 से पढ़ते आ रहे हो, ठीक है, right? Now fifth one, again, right? Fifth one also motion in 1D. Sorry, fifth one is just this one. Yes, Ankit, right? Numerical in dimensional analysis. That is the limitation now that we studied in last class, right? That when you talk about dimensional analysis, okay, the numerical value is ignored. Okay, the numerical value is ignored. Yes, Sampada. Question number 2 is just this now, 2 decimeter. How many millimeter? It is just the conversion multiplier. Okay, right? So 2 nanosecond is equal to how many millisecond? Nanosecond is equal to just unity method. 1 nanosecond is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 second. And 1 millisecond is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 second. So can you convert nanosecond into millisecond? Tell me. Obviously you can, right? Ayana, 1 nanosecond will be 10 to the power minus 6 milliseconds. Simple, right? Okay, in the same way, I guess you can do this also. 1 femtometer is equal to nanometer. Just convert it into meter, then compare, right? First compare with meter, then compare each other, right? Do not try to compare directly. Okay, Sampada, you got this? Okay, now fifth done. Now sixth. Now sixth is easy, yes or no? Tell me, right? Anna, this is per day. You have to convert 1 day into nanometer. Simple. 1 day into 1 day into second and inches into nanometers. So it is given, right? I guess all of you can see this. This is just based on multipliers. Anna. So 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Now in nanometer, we studied, right? We just calculated in nanometer, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the minus 6. Tell me, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the minus 6 nanometer. Right? Here. So you can calculate it in nanometer, and then 1 day you can convert it into seconds. 1 day you can convert it into seconds. Okay? Now, level 1, I guess level 1 is easy, doable. Level 2, 7 to 10. Level 2, 7 to 10. Now let us see, everyone, we will discuss these problems 7 to 10. Okay. Now, when you talk about question number 7, anyone have any doubt? Have you solved question number 7? Tell me. Have you solved question number 7? How many of you solved question number 7? Just raise your hand. Okay. Chalo, let us see question number 7. So the question says the SI unit is joule, right? SI unit is joule, which is also kg meter square per second square, right? We have seen ml2 t to the power minus 2. That is of speed is meter per second, acceleration is given, which is the formula for kinetic energy. Again, right? You have to find, this is done. This we already did, right? Dimensionally, right? Energy, the SI unit of energy, right? Is what? ml2 t to the power minus 2. It is given. Okay, right? We actually did this. In previous problems. You have to check that which of them, same as problem number 1, which of them, right, have correct dimension. Okay. So the dimension of energy is given by ml2 t to the power minus 2. It is given. How? See the units, right? Kg meter square per second square. Okay. Okay. Then you have to check. that out of these, right? Okay, which of which of the dimensional value is correct, है ना? So I guess all of you can easily calculate, right? That mv square is dimensionally correct, right? Dimensionally correct, है ना? Okay, but m into a, let us see. M is m. When you talk about a, right? Screen is visible, right? Screen is visible, right, guys? Everyone's screen is visible. Yes, yes, screen is visible. Okay, so a is L by t to the minus 2. Okay, so it is ml t to the minus 2. Now this dimension is of force, right? Very good. This is of force. And now this is a force, so it is not equal to energy. So this is also wrong. And again, using dimensional analysis, can I say that this and this cannot be added? Can you add force and energy? Tell me. Can we add force and energy? No, right? Anna. So this is also wrong. This is also wrong. Okay, right? So dimensionally, which two equation can be correct, right? Either this can be correct or this can be correct, right? Dimensionally, I'm not talking about the numerical value, Anna. Dimensionally. Okay, okay, done. Question number 7 done. Anyone have any doubts? Suhan, is it clear now? Right? You just have to check the dimension and see that which dimension is correct. Hai na? A numerical. So in order to find the numerical value, any other information should be given. Hai na? We cannot find the numerical value just by dimension analysis. Okay? Okay. Next, question number 8. Let us see question number 8. See, these equations we will be using in future chapters. Okay? These equations we will be using in future chapters. That's why you should know how to solve, how to understand, right, these equations. Okay. Now, I guess all of you can see question number 8, guys. Yes. Now, if you see question number 8, right, I am having a sinusoidal equation. Fine, right? It is a sinusoidal equation. So when I told you in class 10 that the equation that we see, the physical parameters that we see, it might not be linear. For example, the current, right? How it varies depending on time, depending on distance, right? For example, wave, it may not be linear. It may be any of any function. I hope all of you know what is function. So this is the displacement of a wave, right? The displacement of a wave, and the function is sinusoidal and a sine curve. It means energy is varying, or the here the displacement is with respect to, tell me, time and tell me distance, right? And x and t. Clear? Now write the dimensional formula of A, W, and K. Now think about it. Common sense. Okay. Let me ask you one thing. Sine, cos, tan, they have dimension, yes or no? Sine, cos, tan. What are they? Sine, cos, tan. What are they? What's the value of sine theta? Tell me. What is the value of sine theta? Everyone. Basic common sense problem. Basic common sense. What is the value of sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse, right? So it is a ratio. Yes or no? It is a ratio. Makes sense? Yes or no? It is distance by distance. It is a ratio, right? So usually, I'm not talking about if angle, right? Usually, if I'm having a ratio of same physical quantity, then what is the dimension? As Renuka said, right? It varies from 1 to -1. Do we have any unit? Tell me. कभी भी कोई unit दिया है हमने? Sin theta is equal to this meter. No, right? है ना? So if I ask what is the dimension of the sine theta, what is the dimension of sine theta? I'm like, sir, which dimension? This is just a constant, right? No dimension. No dimension. Right? Clear? Yes or no? This concept is clear or not? First, approach. How to take approach, right? Very good, Sohan. है ना? So I guess सबको समझ में आ गया? सबको समझ में आ गया ये? First concept. No dimension. No dimension. Okay, it is just a numerical value which will vary from -1 to +1. Okay, clear, right? Okay, but what is y? Y क्या है? Tell me, what is y? Y कौन सा physical quantity है? Y is what? Tell me. Displacement. Y is displacement. It is given. तो अगर y displacement है तो a को क्या होना चाहिए? Tell me, what is a? A should be what? Because obviously, according to dimensional analysis, I cannot have mango is equal to apple, right? Mango is equal to mango only. Yes or no? Right? So tell me, if this is just a numerical value, this is displacement, then A should be what? Tell me, A को क्या होना चाहिए? Very correct. A should be displacement. Correct, Sinchana. है ना? Simple concept है? Simple concept है? Yes or no? Very good, Renuka. Simple concept, right? Everyone clear? Now, so first करते हैं dimensional formula of A. So A is dimension, A is displacement. A is displacement. And what is the dimensional formula of displacement? It is just length, right? So it will be just L. Done. Everyone is clear here? Tell me, everyone is clear? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. Now, let us see this. One more thing, right? X is distance and T is time. Now here, Kx, right, and omega T should have same dimension. Yes or no? Tell me. Kx and omega T should have same dimension. Yes or no? Now, एक चीज बताओ, खुद सोचो, right? Think about it. Okay, think about it. What do you think? What do you think? What is this? What is kx? What is omega t? साइन के अंदर क्या होता है? साइन के अंदर होता क्या है? Tell me. When you write sine something, what is that something? Angle. Very good, Neha. Right? Very good. है ना? So theta, correct, Sinchana, right? Very good, Sampada. So don't you think that kx and omega t दोनों angle देना चाहिए? Yes or no? Kx and omega t both should give me angle. Yes or no? Right? है ना? Yes. So I can say, okay, let us write it as theta. Let us write it as theta. Clear? Let us write it as theta. Okay? Right? Anyone have any doubt in this? Anyone have any doubt in this? Terence is here. Terence is not here. Kaushik is also not here. Many students are absent. Okay. And omega t is also theta. Omega t is also theta. Right? Yes or no? Hath thalo. Ha ya na? Hath thalo. Okay. Now, I guess all of you know cross multiplication. Hi, Anna. Tell me. All of you know cross multiplication? Raise your hand. Right? Tell me, what is the dimension of K? Can you tell me what is the dimension of K now? Everyone, tell me, what is the dimension of K now? Take your time and let me dimension of K and what is the dimension of omega? Right? Okay. Very good. Correct. Okay, but now here, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, right? Okay, let me tell you this. When you talk about this, okay, everyone is saying theta and all, but think about it. What is this angle? This was L by R, yes or no? L by R, yes or no? Tell me. Think about it. पहले बात साइन माइन नहीं करना है ना? L by R, right? Okay, so when you talk about this, what is the dimension of this? Tell me, what is the dimension of this? Think about it. What is the dimension of angle? What is the dimension of angle? सोचो, इसलिए मैंने बोला यहाँ पे मैं लिख रहा हूँ कि kx is equal to theta. That is correct, right? Angle है ये, है ना? But when you talk about dimension, what is the dimension of angle? Tell me, what is the dimension of angle? सोचो एक बार, L by L, है ना? तो L by L का क्या हो गया? 0 हो गया ना? Yes or no? Tell me. अब समझ में आ रहा है concept, right? Yes or no? Tell me. तुम लोगों ने थीटा थीटा लिख दिया, but theta is just a value, right? Now when you talk about dimension, theta is equal to L by R. That we know, है ना? So when you talk about dimension, right? When you talk about dimension, है ना? So what we can write? Tell me. K dimension of L, sorry, dimension of X is L is equal to, now the dimension of this is m to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 0. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Anyone have any doubt on this? Raise your hand. Anyone have any doubt in this? Raise your hand. अब समझ में आया गलती सबको? हाँ या ना? So what is the dimension of k? Dimension of k should be m to the power 0, L to the power minus 1, T to the power 0. Clear hai? Everyone is done with this? Everyone, right, have clear concept for this? In the same way, when you talk about omega t, now for t, right, it is, tell me, t, and this is m to the power 0, L to the power 0, and T to the power 0. So omega will be, tell me, m to the power 0, L to the power 0, and T to the power minus 1. Right? You can just remove m also. You can just write T to the power minus 1 also. Okay, it doesn't matter. Here you can just write L to the power minus 1 also. Okay? But I'm just writing so you can know what is the actual dimension. सबको समझ में आया concept? Tell me, सबको समझ में आया concept? हाथ डालो, है ना? Right? Because when you talk about this, है ना, angle, right, is dimensionless. ठीक है? Okay. Now, next, I guess this is clear. This concept is clear. 8th one is clear. Now, 9th one. Everyone, 9th one. Please try question number 9th one. Please try question number 9 once. You go try your sabkoi step by step. Everyone should try question number 9 step by step. Just try it once. Okay. We will discuss, but try it once by yourself. Okay. Now, tell me, what is the first law of, what is the this rule of homogenization, right? It says that the dimension and a dimension of any physical quantity that is added or subtracted should be same. Yes or no? Raise your hand. Yes or no? Right? So can I say that, sir, v minus b? Okay, v minus b is what? V minus b, right? Okay, should have same dimension. I v minus b should have same dimension, right? Agree? It should be volume only because v is volume, right? Volume minus volume will give more volume. No, it's not like volume minus volume will give area. No, it's not like that. Okay, and in the same way, P plus, right? P plus what? Tell me. P plus A by V square. So this is pressure. Pressure plus anything will give you pressure only, no? Right? Got it? So can I say that the dimension of B should be equal to dimension of V? Raise your hand. How many of you got this? Tell me. Dimension of B should be equal to dimension of V? Raise your hand. Yes or no? Okay. So I guess all of you can find dimension of B now, which is just L cube, because dimension of V is L cube. Anyone have any doubt in this? Raise your hand. Anyone have any doubt in this? Raise your hand. Right? In the same way, dimension of A by v square, right? Dimension of A by dimension of v square should be equal to dimension of P. Yes or no? Raise your hand. Yes or no? Right? So what is the dimension of P? बताओ प्रेशर डायमेंशन क्या है, याद है सबको? हम लोगों ने निकाल रखा था. I'm just using it directly. ml to the power, tell me, ml to the power minus 1, t to the power minus, tell me, 2. Yes or no? Force per unit area. है ना? Right? ml t to the power minus 2 divided by L square. Right? So we got this. Yes or no? Hi, Anna. Okay? Right? Into volume. Volume का dimension क्या होता है? What is the dimension of volume? L cube. But इसका whole square है. इसका whole square है. So this is clear. यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? Yes or no? So now you just have to again use the concept of exponents and radicals जो बचपन में सीखा था हमने. It is m. Now L to the power minus 1. यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? Plus 6, right? Plus 6 into t to the power minus 2. So I guess this is clear now. M L to the power 5 t to the power minus 2. So this is that dimension. Ayana, tell me. This is the dimension of A. Anyone have any doubt in this dimension of A? Of A में दिक्कत है अभी? No. Clear? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आएगी नहीं? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? हाथ डालो. Everyone got this concept clear till this point? Raise your hand. Okay. Very good. Roshni, Reshma, Swarnika, Neha. Reshma is here. Terence, Renuka. Reshma is not here. Okay. Right. Now, let us see the dimension of C. Now tell me, this is what? This is what? Pressure and this is volume, है ना? Right? छुट्टी का वॉल्यूम का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? लेंथ इनटू ब्रेथ इनटू हाइट, है ना? लेंथ इनटू ब्रेथ इनटू हाइट. सो तीनों तो लेंथ ही है ना? लेंथ इनटू लेंथ क्या हो जाएगा? लेंथ क्यूब. क्लियर है? राइट छुट्टी का? गॉट दिस? वॉल्यूम. ओके. नाउ दिस इज व्हाट? दिस इज प्रेशर इनटू वॉल्यूम, है ना? बिकॉज़ दोनों तो प्रेशर ही है ना? प्रेशर इनटू वॉल्यूम. दिस इज C इनटू टेम्परेचर. दिस इज टेम्परेचर बाय द वे. राइट? दिस इज T फॉर टेम्परेचर, है ना? Right? Okay. Anyone have any doubt in this? Raise your hand. Anyone have any doubt in this? That the whole equation is nothing but pressure into volume, right? A constant, right? Dimensionless quantity. Sorry, dimensional. Sorry, not constant. Right? Sorry, my bad. Right? It is a C. It is a unknown quantity, right? Into temperature T. So let us see. So it will be dimension of pressure into dimension of volume. Right? Dimension of pressure into dimension of volume is equal to C into dimension of time. See, this is temperature, not time. This is temperature. I'll just write temp. Okay? Right? I'll use K Kelvin wala. Okay? Got it till this point? So what's the dimension of pressure? Tell me, what is the dimension of pressure? M L to the power minus 1. T to the power minus 2. Right? And what is the dimension of volume? What is the dimension of volume? L cube. Right? Very good. And C, I don't know. C, I need to find. What is the dimension of temperature? I'll just write K. Right? Sometimes it is written as theta also. Theta means angle, not angle wala, temperature wala. Right? Okay. Okay. So okay, I'll write theta only. This is temperature wala. It is not angle wala. It is temperature wala theta. Okay. Given है ना सुक्तिका. It is written, right? It is written that T is the absolute temperature. है ना? Question दिया रहेगा. Okay. Right, Sutika? It is given in the problem. Okay. Now, I guess all of you can find C is equal to what? M L to the power minus 1 plus 3. So L to the power 2, T to the power minus 2 divided by theta. So it is m theta to the power -1, L to the power 2, theta to the power -2. This is the dimension. Clear hai? Done with this? Raise your hand. Done with this? Ayana. Got this? Everyone got this? Right? Okay. So I hope all of you know these kind of questions will come in an exam. I'm telling you, right? These kind of problems will be asked in exam. Okay. Okay. So let us see next question, question number 10. Let us see the next question, which is question number 10. Just go through question number 10, guys. Go through question number 10 once. एक बार question number 10 पढ़ लो. Done? Question number 10. Okay. No, Roshni, right? Roshni, see this now, right, Roshni? यहाँ पे think about it. A by V squared का dimension क्या है? Tell me. Think about it. Right? है ना? You have to see the dimension of pressure and this whole term should be same. Yes or no? समझ में आ रहा है? Yes or no? Tell me, Roshni. Clear?
सर वो v स्क्वायर का l -3 होल स्क्वायर होगा ना.
देखो v का क्या होता है? v होता है l क्यूब. हाँ या ना?
हाँ सर.
तो ये नीचे है ना, तो यहाँ पे जाके मल्टीप्लाई हो गया ना.
हाँ सर.
अब समझ में आया?
यस सर.
ठीक है. Okay, next, right? 10th one. So let us see this problem, question number 10. Now, let us see what is given over here. है ना? एक बार देखते कि दिया हुआ क्या. What is information that we have, right? How to approach. So, the velocity of a wave in a string is depending on tension. Okay, velocity is directly proportional to force. लिखो, हम लोग को last example याद है? I hope all of you remember last example. Right? Tension force, right? Okay, so I will just write it as T. It is written as T, so I will just write it as T. T to the power A. Clear है? T to the power A. And mass per unit length, right? So V is directly proportional to mass per unit length is mu. Mu to the power B, where mu is equal to mass per unit length. Okay? Find the expression for velocity of the wave. Okay? Right? Now, अब याद है कि इसको कैसे कैसे किया था हमने? So it is what? Velocity, right, is equal to some constant t to the power a mu to the power b. Yes or no? Raise your hand. हाँ या ना? हाँ या ना? And what is the dimension of velocity? We just equated the dimension for both the sides. What's the dimension of velocity? Tell me. Velocity का dimension क्या होता है? Raise your hand. Tell me. Message me. What is the dimension of velocity? Velocity dimension क्या होगा? Everyone, please message. L by t, correct. So it is L t to the power -1. Right? Correct. Correct. Now k is a constant, so I will just ignore, right? I will just ignore because I'm just equating it dimensionally. What is the dimension of force? What is the dimension of force? Because T is force, है ना? So I will just write like this. T is a force. T is actually a force. है ना? This tension. This is tension, right? Tension is a force, and the dimension is ml. Tell me, ml t to the power -2. And this mu, the dimension of mu is m L to the power -1. Right? So I will just write it down. M L t to the power minus 2 to the power a and m L to the power minus 1 to the power b. क्लियर है ये चीज? हाथ उठा लो, सबको समझ में आ रहा है ये चीज? यस और नो? Anyone have any doubt? Right? Okay, now solve it. Okay, I guess this is clear, right? You can just write it down. Now, if you equate the powers, so I can say the power of m, if you equate the power of m, a plus b is equal to 0, right? If you equate the power of t, you don't have to worry about anything, just equate the power of t, right? So it is minus 2a is equal to minus 1. So a will become 1 by 2. If you put in this, right, b is equal to minus a, right? So b will be minus 1 by 2. Done, right? Sampada, how come c? Minus 2a is equal to minus 1 now. So a is 1 by 2, right? Here. So the equation will be what? Some constant k root of t by mu. Got this? Tell me, got this? Yes or no? Right? This concept is clear now? Raise your hand. This concept is clear? Right? Okay? Okay. Chalo. Very good. Hai. So we are done with this first topic. Hai. We are done with this first topic. Now level 3 you can leave. Hai. Homework can you do? Tell me. Can you do homework now? Yes or no? 15 problems, right? 15 problems. Can you do homework? 15 problems? Yes or no? We have time, right? So I'm not, yes, I'm not teaching lots of topic at once because you have to cover the main class also, right? So I'm just giving simple, small homeworks. Okay.